Alright, today I'm going to go over some bow basics for when you're looking for a new bow, or just if you don't know what the parts of them are. That way you can sound educated when you go in to talk to your bow specialist. So here I have a PSE Stinger. Mine is about 8 years old. I haven't had any problems with it. A lot of guys will go and buy new bows every 2 to 3 years. I can't justify that, so rather than do that every 2 or 3 years, probably about every 3 years, I buy a new string. Speed, I'm not a speed addict. I figure this is a 2010 bow. It shoots faster than anything in the 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s, and somehow they managed to kill animals. So I'm not too worried about speed. I've killed a couple elk with it and shot a few other things. And so some of the basics to your bow are, this is your riser. This main piece right here is your riser. These are called your limbs, top and bottom limbs. Down here you have your cam, and up here you have your pulley. Some bows have two cams, one on top and one on bottom. They have to sync them up. It's a little bit more maintenance, but there's nothing wrong with them. Next you have your rest. They have stationary rests, drop away rests, and then rests kind of like this. This is a whisker biscuit. They have one's called an octane. The choice is really up to you. Stationary ones do just fine. Drop-aways have a little less friction, so when your arrow's going through, you're not losing a little bit of speed. The thing I don't like about them is when you draw back. A lot of times you draw back sideways, which doesn't happen a lot, but it does happen. Your arrow will fall off. I like these ones because that way, no matter which way you're holding your arrow, it will stay inside the rest. Like I said, it's a personal preference. That's just what I like. This is your rest. They have 1-pin rest that you can adjust with a screw on the side. They have 3-pin rest, 7-pin rest. Mine's a 5-pin rest. I really like it. Or sight. You can buy your limbs so that they have different poundages to them. Mine is up to 60 pounds. They make ones that go, I think 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, probably 100. I don't have a preference. This is your D-loop. That's where you hook on to pull your arrow back. They make string ones, and they also make metal ones you can just clamp on. Here you have your peep sight right here. I went with the tubeless peep sight. Some peep sights, there's a tube that hooks from here to here. I had those for a couple years. They kept breaking on me. The tube did, and so when you draw back, your sight isn't in line. I would highly recommend getting a tubeless peep sight. So those are just kind of the basics of your bow, what you're looking for. They say this is your brace height from here to here. The smaller this is, the faster your bow will shoot. This is your axle length from here to here. The shorter that is, the faster your bow shoots as well. This is, like I said, just the general setup. This is what you're looking for in a bow. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to let me know and I can answer them for you. When you're looking for a bow, it's shoot what feels comfortable to you, and as time goes on you can upgrade pieces. I've upgraded my rest, my sight, I upgraded the whole bow. I started off with an old Parker. So those are the basics of your bow.